Hello everybody, my name is Alex Schiller and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing our series on DSLR basics and we're going to teach you how to shoot some product photography today. I have with me a can of beer. This video is not for children. And we're going to just make this can look as delightful as possible as I show you some basics on how to shoot a product, not going with like the traditional style of like the white background like you would find on Amazon or any like online marketplace. We're going to go a little bit more creative, something you could put in a menu, something that you could put on a website to enhance your client's product sales. So this is what we're shooting today. Let's get started. Just want you guys to know that the audio in this video is a little bit terrible because GoPro footage. So sorry about that. Okay, so here's what we got so far. So we've got our can, right? This is exactly what we have also is the table to kind of create some texture. The waves and the wood is going to look really, really nice, but we also have a white backdrop to kind of give us some blank space to play with. This allows us to just take like a very simple one product shot for like a menu, basic item shot for a website, stuff like that. This is just like the base shot that you'll get in any sort of product photography. What I already don't like about looking at it in camera already is the fact that there's this big old gray spot. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro or not, but there's this big old gray spot on this table. So I'm actually going to flip the table so that gray spot's not in our line of fire with the 35mm as we take the shot of the can in the back. So as you can see in this first shot, I'm kind of using this open space to centralize the product in one aspect of the frame so that it's like the main focal point, the main thing. Obviously, I wanted to have the table directly against the wall so that you have that flat line of change of color rather than like a jagged line. Kind of when I have the table tilted, you have more going one way or the other. So here we have one basic line that we can work with. What you can't see right now in the shot is how centered top and bottom that this can is as well, just because video immediately crops it on a DSLR, so that's a problem. And then what I wanted to also mention was the fact that I'm shooting a little bit overexposed because I want these oranges to pop. Like the blacks will look nice because I'll be able to adjust those in Lightroom, but the oranges, I want to be able to pull out the brightness of the orange in the can. So I'm shooting a little bit overexposed so I can pull the shininess, the light off the tin for the orange. Okay, so welcome to the outside. So sorry if the audio is terrible, but this is what we're working with. So here I wanted to take, ignore the Halloween bowl. It can't be seen in the frame. You'll see that in the picture in a minute. But at this point, we wanted to indicate kind of like a party atmosphere, right? And so we want to be able to create like an outdoor, sitting on a patio at like a bar kind of ambiance. And so we have the bowl, we have the multiple beers in the bowl, we have the ice, we have the little bits of condensation coming off of the beer cans themselves. This allows you to kind of use the other cans. Obviously you'd want to buy like multiple beers. You can't just use like one beer for product photography. So buy like a 6-pack of beer, buy a 6-pack of whatever, multiple of the same product is essentially what I'm saying. And you want to be able to use those as kind of like background to kind of make it look more sophisticated, a little bit more eye-pleasing, to put it simply, so that you can, you know, just make the shot look better than just a product photography piece that you'd see on Amazon or something like that. Okay, so real quick, there was some condensation from the ice, so we're going to snap a real quick shot of that, and then we're going to move on to the next segment. Okay, so just so you know, for that last shot, we switched from the 35mm macro to the 50mm. That way we could change our aperture just a little bit more, open it up just a little bit, but also still be able to get everything in frame when we're trying to, or in focus when we're trying to, can you stop trying to eat chips? In focus for like the water droplets on the can. Next, we're going to add some props to make it kind of look like a party scene, just to kind of get one more thing to be able to put on a menu or the website for the restaurant or brewery, whatever you want to do. So that was essentially it. I know it's kind of a little echoey. I know I really didn't use my microphone even though I brought it down here. Sorry for the bad audio quality. But I hope you guys get the point of coming up with creative ways to display a product when doing product photography. Think about the venues that the product is going to be in. Think about what the product will be used for. Think about the atmosphere. Think about all these different things that your product can do. That way you can come up with more creative shots to showcase what the product can do, what the product is, why it's worthwhile for the consumer to buy the product. That will allow you the best possible shot and the most creative ideas to, shooting product photography. If you guys have any more questions, like everything in the DSLR Basics series, if you have any more questions, thoughts, ideas, throw them in the comment section down below. We're all here to learn. So throw them down there. We can do like an intermediate or an expert, just like we were doing with landscape, if you guys want that. So let me know, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.